Hello, hello. Welcome to my match with Seprix. He is starting first player in this game. We've got nice engine, villa, wharf stuff. As well as you can... I'm not sure if it's worth it, but you can do tactician with villa. That runs out once the villas are going, which I assume will happen moderately quickly here. I think I'm going to delve. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm going to delve Oracle. Could smugglers. But I agree with the double silver on the 4. There is an engine, but it won't. There's no trashing, so it won't necessarily... You don't have to necessarily get to the point where you draw your deck super consistently. I do like at least going for a fair amount of wharves, of course. I guess the question is whether you want the smugglers or an oracle here. Smugglers is okay. Yeah, I think I agree with the smugglers. So I have 7 here. I don't know how many delves I want to do exactly. There is a limit to how many is good. Unless you're gonna green really quickly, which you can. My smugglers misses. There was a higher chance of it missing, of course, due to the delve, since we put 3 cards in the deck before the shuffle. But I would have loved to smuggle. Would have loved it. I'm pretty skeptical of a 3rd smugglers, actually, or a 2nd smugglers. Not a great draw here. Okay, I guess he also has garbage. That's pretty funny. We both pass. Would have been nice if he hadn't found his smugglers, but that's life. I didn't get to my smugglers. I don't know if the pawn is actually worth it. Most of the time you'll just be cantripping with it. It might give you a buy. I doubt it gives you anything essential. On the other hand, I don't know that that it's that likely to hurt you. Could still delve. Could think about a tactician, since the villas are really not disappearing that fast. And of course, could think about haggling. I mean, I'm gonna get a wharf here. It would be kind of silly to think about doing anything else. I believe. It would be silly. Alright, what does he get? He smuggles a wharf. Please draw a silver. Man alive. Ugh, okay. That is a really rotten draw. That is extremely unlikely and extremely, extremely bad. So, that's something. Fortunately, he's going to get to smuggle some oracles here, I guess. Well, no, he didn't. Oh, yeah. Here they come. Want to look out for piles. I assume we'll see some more villa buys. Maybe he didn't get to smugglers. It seems unlikely, but... yeah. He's got 3 wharfs out. Yeah, he'll probably have an ending on his next turn, depending on what I buy. Alright, that's not a very good draw. Oh yeah, I didn't have anything. Yeah, I look pretty lost here, don't I? This has a pretty high chance of not finding enough for a villa again. I wonder if he has the haggler in hand yet. Because if he has the haggler in hand, he ought to be using that to gain oracles as well. But maybe he just didn't find it yet. It's hard to say. There he finds it. I'm trying to think if this is a win. No. He can empty the villas, but not the oracles. There'll still be 2 oracles left. But again, I don't even have a wharf in place, so I think it would have been definitely worth considering a tactician, or not just considering it, picking a tactician up. Just because of the big turn can be really big. But that's all right. Somehow I'm out of milk. I wonder... No, he didn't have overdraw. I was going to say he couldn't smuggle... He couldn't say smuggle the... I mean, I have to play the wharf, but it's likely to dud. Yeah. I mean, I could buy smugglers. That's not going to help me. It's not going to make a difference, I guess. It's maybe the way to put it. He got 3 wharves down again there. I would resign. The game won't take very long to finish anyway, so it's not a big deal not to resign. The Haunted Woods was pretty pointless. I should well, it didn't make sense to play for a dud. He had 3 wharves in play. But maybe it made sense to be a little more aggressive. Then pawn. He should empty the village just so I don't have access to them. Yeah, we can just resign. So that's his start and his win. Right? I believe so. Okay. Alright, so no draw to speak of. Well, not really. There's a little bit. It's not exactly draw. Squire Courtyard is not really draw, but Patrician is a little bit of draw. Vagrant is not. It kind of is, but not really. So Bass should be pretty pointless. Well, I'm going to open with the Spice Merchant. I think I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Poorhouse or Giant, I guess, as my source of money. The attack should be pretty good from Giant, I think. The attack can give them points or it can give them curses. You give them curses is really great. Not too happy with this 3 here. Trying to figure if it is worth it to build or if you want money. certainly possible to play a poorhouse deck here. Do I want the giant? Do I want the counterfeit? Let's take the counterfeit. So the hope here is that the giant curses them, actually. I think. I mean, I'm okay with him losing his Spice Merchant, but I would rather give him curses. One, two, three, four. Yeah. If I had the hovel, I'd think about greening. So far my giants have not been the best ever. I may want to switch to patricians with loose buys here. Maybe I'm overdoing the giants. How many? I would love to give some curses though. Like that. Ooh, that's a little scary. Okay. I could get a gold. Okay. So this is all right. Just don't have enough for a patrician, so this is fine. I don't know if silvers are good or bad. They're probably okay. That's nice at this point. We moved into the emporiums, or towards them at least. I know there's giants. I'm not totally sure what's left. Yeah. Well, there wasn't any village with it anyway, so it's pretty okay. So it could be emporium. It should just be province. I think I like the province. I'll probably forget at some point about Baz, wherein I buy nothing. I'll buy like an estate. Seems like a pretty good shot that I'll do that at some point. How many actions do you need? 5? Oh no. And he flipped a thing. He flipped a patrician. What a sad day. I could still buy an Emporium just to have one. I don't want to fall too far behind on these points. Or I guess I should say I don't want to fall behind on the points at all, but... my patricians have drawn well. Yeah. Quite well. Thought about squire there. The curses are pretty close to going too, aren't they? That could happen in a turn or two. That's unfortunate. Man, patrician, I tell you what. It has done good work for me. Hero patrician. Okay. 3, 6, 7. So I'm short. I'm still short. I got to 7. I'm thinking about putting the silver back, but it's probably got to be the squire. I have both the courtyards, so it's just like if I have 2 giants, pretty much, is the only... Otherwise, with like the counterfeit and stuff, it's better to throw the silver back. Well, the silver is just a little better than the squire in general, unless there's actually 2 giants on top of the deck, but... I don't know if I'll shuffle again or not. If I shuffle again, the Emporium's probably better. If I don't, then the thing that's not an Emporium, it's probably better. The Duchy. I mean, if he provinces it over the next couple turns, that's trouble. Which isn't far-fetched at all. Okay, he just baz. That helps a little bit. That helps. Okay. So this is not too bad now. Presumably he'll... You'd almost rather he finds like an Emporium or something with his giants. Get the point. Better than getting cursed, I think. We'll see if I have money. It's counterfeit, isn't it? Yeah. So I guess I just have the province. Thank goodness. Well, Emporium also would have won, so... Well, that was messy. I'm not sure about the play there, but... worked out. I had good shuffles at the start, so I probably should have won a little more convincingly. But the building was somewhat limited. Maybe it was better to prepare yourself for, I mean, you could have done a lot more courtyard squire stuff, and possibly been in a better position to do like the emporiums. I don't think so. I think the giant cursing really hurts. So here there is not any trashing to speak of. No, there's plan. I take that back. I sure wish I had the 3-4. I could plan the gladiators, I guess. 3-4 would be a lot better. Because then I'd do what he just did here. I can wait. I mean, I can plan the Ironmonger's next turn. That could end up being a pretty big deal. So yeah, that's not good. I don't think planning fishing villages or gladiators really cuts the mustard. I mean, fishing villages just kind of crappy. I mean, it's not awful to get the plan on here, but could be a lot better. I will buy a gladiator now, I guess. I don't know that it's the best thing ever, but I guess we'll just like always have these. I'm pretty prepared to buy Ironmongers until they're gone. Then I think I'll take a gold and see if we can find a legionary. I mean, it doesn't matter, I'll keep it. So, trashing wise, I guess, did he come out with 6 of those? I bought one. We split the Ironmongers, but I bought one that wasn't a trash. So he is a card thinner. And now essentially a turn ahead and a card thinner. Half a turn, I mean. We're on the same thing since he went first. I will buy gold. You could do bandits. But I think you'd rather have platina than a lot of gold. Oh, he can just afford platinum. That's also a way to do it. I guess I have 2 Ironmongers on top here. Right? No, just one. Never mind. This last card must be copper. We'll clean that off. I mean, there's something to be said for just buying platinum. Of course, I can't do that, so... Well, I can. Does the Legionary attack hurt enough? Will you be able to pair the golds often enough? I think the answer is the attack does hurt enough. I don't know about the second part. Okay, so now he's kind of gone backwards. If you're going to do that, you surely would want to buy the gold first. Which, you know, I don't have a... He didn't have his platinum in that turn, right? Right, it's in hand now. So, copper's probably the most... I don't even know if I actually want to make progress on the gladiators. I guess if I wanted the things to be revealed, I should have during his turn, you know, like, let those go. I'm going to try and play it kind of straight. Do heavy platinum. Once you have a colony, you do have an option to let them trash a gladiator, and then if you have a colony and they don't, then you know you have one guaranteed pairing. Not that you're guaranteed to actually pair it up. You another option would have been to move the plan token and trash more, you know, on ports, or probably on ports, but you could have done it, say, on a legionary. I guess I'll keep that. We are getting to this point. I'm going to try and find the thing. It didn't work. Okay. That was maybe greedy. Just thought I'd try and find the... Maybe he bought the Legionary for this purpose. It's not totally crazy. Now he has a gold too. He probably will pair it at some point, although it takes some luck. Now we're going to have these huge fortune swings, which are going to be a little obnoxious to deal with. Do I want a gold? Is gold good? Gold's probably good. I can even get a delve. Anyway, I take no debt, which is cool. I'm going to cry every time his Legionary finds gold. If it happens more than once, I'll write a stern letter to the RNG developers that shuffle it. The reveals don't matter now. It's just, hey, he didn't find fortune. That's cool. I'm gonna have I'll have a colony here. It would be really, really amazingly awesome to top deck a platinum and get double, but one is okay too. I'm not so impressed with having a Gladiator in that hand, so... This is actually not very harmful. It is a little bit harmful. He buy another fortune last turn? Is that what happened? Oh, so he's getting more golds. That's interesting. Okay. So this is a colony, I think. This is another colony. Well, very likely. If he attacks, it's not guaranteed. Well, we'll see. Could die. Okay, I make the colony. Does he get his fortune? Yeah. He has got a better shot than me at double colony, that's for sure. But, and he may just have it in hand. Well, that was a lot of his money, but not all of his platina, and not many of his ironmongers, so could be I should have just gone for it. I'm sure he'd let me undo if I asked now, but it seems pretty suicidal when he still has his fortune left in the shuffle. I could buy a beggar. That's not very good, but it's okay. Did he shuffle? Oh, he did shuffle there. So he didn't quite get to that. He could colony... No, he can't colony province, but he can double province. Now I'm kind of in a situation where okay, I may not even... I don't know what to reveal now. It would be great to hit... He top decks gold, so not that. So at least two options, that helps a little bit. I mean, he has more coppers than colonies. That's just a fact. But yeah. So I doubt that that's what makes me lose, but it doesn't help. Yeah, he doubles here. Okay. I did need to... If I had been able to block, he would have not been able to double. But he would have been able to colony province safely anyway. So that would have worked for him. I'll have to ask Philip how we're doing speed-wise. If we're... meeting his expectations or not. We were admonished at the start of this match to not take too much time. Hey, another giant board. Okay. I would really like to open with trashing actually, so the 5-2 is kind of sucks. And by kind of sucks, I mean it it's no good at all. But I guess I'll open Settler's Amulet. Could be Settler's Lookout. I'm thinking Lost Arts Giant seems pretty nice. I guess Fortresses counter that to some degree, but I don't think a huge amount. I mean, what does getting... I mean, it forces them to buy a bunch of Fortresses, which otherwise do jack squat for you. The other thing you can do is heavy monuments. You can just... You can't quite get to this deck. You can get close to a deck that just plays 4 monuments. You can get to a deck that plays 4 monuments a turn. You can... I guess even technically you can get to a deck that plays 5 one turn and 4 the next. I don't think that beats buying colonies. Though they do have to have a way to end the game. What happens if Giant reveals nothing? I think they get a curse, so that doesn't quite work that well. Guess I'm gonna open what I said. It could have been Contraband. Militia does not inspire me a huge amount. Or I guess frighten me a huge amount. Could be more Settlers. Could be another Trasher. I haven't had any luck with the Settlers so far against his whatever it's called, against his militia, but that's okay. The second amulet may prove to be a little bit of a no-go. Is there any buy? Contraband, but that doesn't work. Well, it does something, but not anything particularly good. I could have played that a little differently. I'm going to play the Giant, actually. Oh, the Settlers are gone. Okay. I would like to get the Lost Arts on the Giant. I'm just going to pass. I should discard the Amulet. It would be nice to buy a Fortress. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I definitely misplayed that. But that's okay. If I feel like I lose because I didn't get one fortress, then I should think here, but I think this is alright. That did not pan out. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Did I kill one of the amulets already? Yeah. So what's this top card? Cool. I maybe botched that up too with the should have played a lookout. Yeah, that was dumb. I probably deserve to lose this one if I don't start playing a little more cleanly. It would be nice to kill the lookout. I could have gained a silver. So what are my cards left? There's a settlers, a fortress. I can do this and always just I mean, that's why he bought it, right? That's what it does. I won't do that every turn, but yeah, that's just the way that goes. Hopefully we find the lookout. I would definitely love to have another fortress. I don't know how it works here. If I keep doing the giants until, say, the curses are gone. He's killing my giants consistently, which sucks. I mean, I just have 2 giants on top right, so it's not hugely important how I do this. I guess if I want labyrinth points, but that can't be good. Or it can't be worth taking a silver over. I might want to think about a militia. I am getting in a good amount of cursing here, which is quite nice. I would love for his giants to hit one just once, a thing that wasn't giant. But alas. So I'm ready to lose the lookout, I think. Maybe one more platinum. There's the curses. I would love to find the amulet. That didn't happen. Because he's going to go for labyrinth points. I no longer have more than one giant, right? Maybe I have two giants still. It's been rough. I can do the thing I hate more than anything in the world. I can start buying castles. Monument's not completely insane, but it's not the best. I could buy a militia. He's got so much junk that a militia doesn't necessarily hurt him too much. Like a duchy just seems too early. Bustling seems greedy. Okay. I mean, it could have been a bustling, I guess. I could gain a silver, but I just don't think it's worth it. I am going to trigger this shuffle. I was hoping to get to the giant, yeah. Just to switch back to green again. Okay, so this is another province and a monument play. Oh, it's not a province, but it's a province. It's not a colony, I guess I should say. It's not immediately obvious to me that that this is alright, but so my last card is platinum. I get to pick up one settlers. Okay. Sorry, my last card is not platinum. Wouldn't that have been cool? I hope we find it. Nope. This is just, well, it's not just as good, but it's good. Okay. This is a pretty solid points lead at this point. I don't think duchies are coming back. It may be, now may be a time where the labyrinth is okay. I mean, what does the silver do? Basically, it's another out if I paired platinum with an active giant or platinum with another platinum. It's pretty much it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry. We'll see if he accepts the undo. I had a giant in hand. Oh, I could draw, right? I should probably draw. I could just buy a bustling village. But probably it's okay to snag 8 more points. Now the giants are pretty neutered. I guess I'll try for it. Drawing money. Or he resigns. Alright, 2-2. So far it's been all first player. This one has a whole lot of stuff going on. Question is whether Spice Merchant or Island Opening is better. There's Traveling Fair too, so did I put Giant on as required? The giant cage match. So the island opening with the hovel is nice. I just don't know if it's nicer than Spice Merchant. I really don't. Spice Merchant plays better with the black market as far as getting to play it and no collisions and whatnot. I'm not confident of that between those two choices, but I'm gonna go with it. So we don't know if he opted for it or if he just wasn't presented the hovel option. That's not like a crazy great draw. Do I want second Spice Merchant? Could be Scheme. Could be Silver. I mean, Scheme is not bad. Instead of a second Spice Merchant. Hopefully we don't have the Sombrero. Okay, so the Spice Merchant misses. That's not good. Nothing in the black market is like essential to get because everything is in the kingdom. What I need is the Spice Merchant to draw Necro OE. That's what I need. Well, did pretty good. I guess I should play the black market first. Realistically, I should have set aside the island just with the Necro. But none of these seem all that interesting. The chapel is just, it's too late. We're already done a lot of our trashing. Somehow you gotta get up to, I guess the chapel actually is nice to fight cultists. Maybe we haven't pursued the cultist aggressively enough. I could believe that. Keeping a chapel around to block the cultists would have certainly been a consideration. I didn't think about it, obviously. I didn't think hard about it. I don't think the market is better than like a cultist or a bandit. So now I wish I had taken that chapel. I just totally forgot about cultist. Not sure we play this kingdom very good, actually. Giant is a way to get to what's it called? Giant is also a way to get to 7. Hopefully his cultist is bottom decked. Lighthouse is good. Butcher's great. I would have taken a lighthouse over a silver, but I don't know if I've whiffed on traveling fair stuff. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I only have 6 here, so I'm not whiffing on it this time. I'm not going to buy those things. I would rather scheme the Spice Merchant. Thankfully he did not hit 7. Bandit camp looks reasonable. The schemes are going to do good work for him. This is not the best. I will buy. How much money do I have? Yeah, this is kind of hard. I mean, all of those things are nice. Those are all pretty garbagey. I think I'm thinner, but he has some nice stuff. In particular, the bandit camp is pretty good. I do get to King's Court, though. So, as nice as all those things are, I don't think they compete with the King's Court. There's going to be a bit of a risk here to play the mask drawing some stuff dead. May be very, very sad. He buys King's Court now. That's pretty nice. Top deck's cultist. I think I have to do it. Alright, it works out fine. Pass him an abandoned mine. Why did I do that? I can't ask for that undo, but that was so stupid. Since I already knew I was fine, I can't. There's not any world where you can ask for that undo, but if I had stopped in thought for 5 seconds, I would have realized I was already in the clear, and that's just dumb. Alright. Alright. Well, that's probably going to be, if not game losing, maybe not game losing just in the sense that it's not clear that I was going to win, but game losing in the sense that it was very, very bad. So now I just need to figure out if I want to top deck Masquerade. That's so sad. I should have stopped and think. Okay, there is Necro in here hiding somewhere, along with Cultist, which could make the mask worth putting on top. Alright, it worked out for me. So he's plenty thin. I am thinner, but he is plenty thin, so. Royal Carriage is nice. But if he has 7, it's not nicer than another King's Court. Particularly if you have the spoils, he can top deck it. So that's not really it's not really worth it. He didn't have a spoils, okay. I think I would have actually gone for the Royal Carriage. It can be basically used like another copy, well, not really like another copy of King's Court, but it's very good still anyway. Not exactly the same, but he is going to have his stuff set up soon. I could have been keying schemes this turn already if I hadn't totally blown it. So now there's I could play the Survivors. Right? I could gamble, I guess. Sounds not worth it. Gonna toss those. Silver doesn't do me any good. Twos don't do me any good. Yeah, here comes the pain. I guess the only nice thing right now is he doesn't have. It's not nice enough because he's king and king this next turn. I was gonna say the only nice thing is that he doesn't have a trasher, but it's not gonna cut it. That was just trashing. That's funny though. That trashing the OE is what did it. Oh well. Yeah, we needed to find something here. And that didn't happen. So could be Vassal, could be another black market. I think I'll go with Vassal. It really would be nice to king the... Does he really not have a spice merchant? That's gonna hurt. I don't like his rabble buy. That's worse than a king's court, but... Well, he's just doing that in the middle of the turn. We'll have to look out for 3 piles, but there's just... It would have been... I don't like the rabble. It would have been better to get a king's court. He doesn't need draw. You can king cultist. That's plenty. I guess if Necro is next, then I have some options for how I want to play this turn. But if Necro is not next, I don't really. Mask bottom decked, so we gotta play this guy to find it. Well, that helps. Helps a little bit anyway. Doesn't help enough, but I still didn't get to 7. I don't know, like if I reveal Abandoned Mine, I can hit 7. I guess the Vassal is the only shot of doing better than 6. I don't know that there's anything I'm going to pull from the black market, barring like a bridge, that's going to make a difference, and I don't even think... I don't think that'll make a difference, so... If I flip a ruined village, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he forgot Masquerade and he schemed 5 good things. That was what happened. Okay. Well, I don't have to worry about that. I feel like I want to king the Masquerade, which means playing this a little differently. It's not gonna save anything, but oh yeah, I'm gonna get goons, aren't I? I guess I hope I have some garbage stuff. I forgot I was getting goons. just more King's Courts. Like, there's no... You just want to buy more King's Courts. I had a good thing going on too with the mask because it prevents some scheming. Maybe he didn't scheme too many and I just got lucky. No, he schemed too many. Huh. What did he do this time? Well, now he's learned. Now he's tricksy. What a sad day in wherever I am. It seems so hard for him to mess this up. So I probably should quit. Doesn't make sense to buy scheme either. Doesn't catch me up at all. Like, it fully requires him to totally just space on getting points at any point. It shouldn't even be possible after a goon's turn or two. So let's move on to the next one and not to worry about it anymore. Yeah, that'll teach me to trash overgrown estates. When I was just looking to... It was probably just super greedy to play that mask, period, in that situation. Then when I made it out clear to trash the OE instead of... I think I had ruins, too, in hand. I mean, I had something I could trash. And if not, trashing nothing's better than just totally botching it. So Corey helps inheritance, which means you could inherit any of these fine fives and be pretty happy about it. I guess estates then can count for Triumphal Arch, not as the card they're being, but as themselves. So that being the case, is it worth it to you can go back for estates later. I mean, you don't have to get them up front necessarily. So, like I said, you can trash some estates and then inheritance later still. I wonder though if it's reasonable to do Corey Silver and really aim for the stables to start with and try and get to that 7. I'd be pretty afraid of falling behind on any sort of trashing though. You could take the silver now and then the forager the next turn. I'm not sure. This will be a stables. Could do haunted woods also. That's not crazy either. I'll think about that. So I think you can keep forager buys going more or less the whole game with caches. So that should work out pretty well. I don't know how long the game will actually last, but that should be totally doable. So we've got a mirrored opening. I can take the second forager. Or yeah, just the second forager. I think a second Corey is pretty good, though maybe not right away. Like here I might take one. I don't want a top deck thing, do I? An estate. Since I've got Corey in this next hand, I've got a reasonable shot of hitting 7. It can't be worth it to buy something here in top deck estate, right? I guess I had 2 estates in the previous hand. I know I have foragers, so it might be okay. I think it's a pass. I mean, so he hits it. I hit it, but I have to kill a forager. I ought to be able to buy an estate after I do this. Right? Or maybe it doesn't work. They're maybe not my action card. They're probably not action cards yet. They're not quote unquote my estates at this point. Okay. No, that's right. Okay. Now we get to have lots of exciting drawing. This is going to be a pretty high-powered deck. Yeah. I'm not in love with the bandit camp. Please find haunted woods. You suck. Deck, you suck. He also didn't find haunted woods, so it's not the worst thing. Smugglers is good. I mean, you can get a lot of value out of it. I'm gonna bash his bandit camp and then like immediately buy one, I think. Yeah, sad. This may be it for me. I'm not especially enamored of the third smugglers, but or the second. That's alright. Needed definitely to find some stables here. I could pass. He buying a stable. Anything I buy, he gets 2 of, right? So, unless I could find something that he doesn't want to buy, well, I could buy smugglers. Does he want 40 smugglers? We'll find out. He can forge them, so it's okay. He does not want 40 smugglers. He opts not for that. I think maybe one more would have been okay, but this is a very interesting board. It's scary to play it. One option is to buy actual 5s, like buy stables and not estates, because I can't use those as well. I hope he does. I mean, it would be really great for him to get one dud with the Haunted Woods down, or with the Haunted Woods not out. I don't know if that'll happen. I would love it. So what does he buy? 2 estates. Okay. So I cannot afford to take a cash in this shuffle. But I can take estates. And I can take a cash at the end of my turn. Alright, and I can buy out the estates. So I'm sort of smuggler proof. He'll of course he'll have the option of smuggling cash, but that's not as big a deal. I guess it's a question of whether I want the cash at all. I'm overdrawing a little bit. That was with Haunted Woods' help. And I'm going to have more stables. This isn't like a pile out issue right now. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for that. I could also not take the cash, right? I could empty the estates and then buy province. You know, that wouldn't be probably very good, but it's a possibility. Let's kill the spoils. Too bad you didn't get a Haunted Woods down. Now the Haunted Woods, you can use it to set yourself up some. Please have a dud. Please have a dud. Good enough. Turns out I didn't have to protect against the smugglers. That was all I would have really wanted to do on my turn anyway. He doesn't buy anything. That's alright. I can play a Haunted Woods then on my turn. Well, assuming I draw it, which looks pretty likely from here. Well, a little better than pretty likely. But he gains the spoils. I cannot gain that with smugglers, so the smugglers are dead. I can play one of them just to get it out of my hand. Of course. Now let me think. He is firing off here, so I don't want to give him... I don't really want to give him smugglers targets if I can avoid it. At least not very good ones. So I was kind of thinking about province cash. But also considering province Haunted Woods cash. I should think about the math to do that. Well, the Haunted Woods cost 1, 6, 14. So I need 14 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll see if he lets me undo. I may need to trash some silvers or something here. Because I need 14 bucks to do the thing I'm proposing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we'll see what he says. If he lets me. As I think I can get to 14, but I may have some issues. Let me see, if I trash silver, then the forgers give 4 plus 10. Well, that's just 14. That's what I said I needed. Okay. Copper is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 13. The silver somehow ends up more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, that's this. It is the same. No. There'd be 2 coppers. I think I did this math correctly this time. 4, 6, yeah, okay. I don't know that this is correct, but I think I did the math correctly. And now we just pray. We draw an estate in these 3 cards. Otherwise, cry. Giving him the Haunted Woods, it kind of hurts. Maybe it hurts way a bunch, but I would like a salvager. He kills the smugglers. So he's down to 1 smugglers. It's interesting. Double provinces, that's okay. What's not okay is potentially my starting draw here. Yeah, we're just gonna string this along 1 stables at a time, I guess. Okay. This is pretty alright. What's he gain on his turn? A Haunted Woods. I can't hardly make use of that, except as forager food, which is a possibility. So, but we have to play this bandit camp now anyway. Okay. So it could be forager food. I'm gonna have to stick a smugglers and a province on top. I gotta decide right about now whether I want to get this Haunted Woods or not. I got a spoils in there and a copper, so there's 2 cards in the discard. So I can't afford to gain 1 card and still draw everything. That's no problem. the real question of whether I want to have these coppers, though. Well, we're going to have to smuggle something, right? Because we don't want to have all these smugglers in hand. So that's not even like a question. He bought a forager, though. When did he do that? Okay. Well, that's different. If I can get salvagers now, that's pretty nice. Though then he can governor for, or sorry, he can smuggler them, which is an issue. Definitely. Forager buys are nice, but I can't pile out or anything. That's not in the cards. Forager, I guess, is worth a couple points. 3 points if I gain it now. I really need to do some... Sorry, everyone. This one's going to be slow. It's just because it's my last game, potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does he have 2 bandit camps, or he just had a spoils left over? Okay, he just has spoils left over from that one turn. Like if I buy salvager, what are the risk? What is the risk, I guess, of him gaining a salvager and using it on his turn? What is the likelihood of that? I could get a lot of money here. I could probably... I don't think he can triple province without the spoils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And his foragers 2. So maybe he can, although he'd have to trash some... like a haunted... I'm not sure he'll have the fuel for that. I have 8 estates. So he only has 6 stables to try and get through the deck. He's drawing 3. Then 6 stables gets you through the shuffle. Does not guarantee. Does not quite. It's off by like a card from guaranteeing finding the card you smuggle. I don't know about this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot. Maybe it would have been good to kill more coppers. Get the forager instead. I could kill the smugglers, but I kind of want to have it. And I am hoping it does not get in the way. He can't triple, that's for sure. I could buy a bandit camp, or I could buy a stables. Seems alright. I don't know about this salvager plan. He's gonna like triple duchy. If I do get by the salvager, there is some risk that he just triple provinces, I think. Maybe not. I'd really have to think about it. Well, we have at least one stables, although this province in hand is bad. He can, of course, now smuggle his stables, which I assume he will. Which gives him a little more draw. He already had enough draw to get everything, but... Anyway, I don't think he can triple province. I was at 18. I might be able to get kind of close to triple province if I forage a quarry first and then forage like garbage, you know, Smuggler's Haunted Woods. I mean, I technically... I have enough draw to get through the deck. I would be very sad if there was somehow a 3-province win for him. But I hugely miss if he can't. He's got 3 foragers, so he can get like $9 out of them, but he's just got 1 cash and one spoil. So that's, I think it's okay. But if he gets it, more power to him. I'm not certain that I can triple province you with a perfect draw. Let's see what he does. Well, hopefully this isn't what I'm worried about, but maybe it's there. If we get into duchies, it's just the decks are going to be so bad. This looks like he's going for a win, so... No. That's really weird. You really shouldn't say that because I could dud. The stables is not worth a point for me. The forager is 3. All right. Well, I've been eliminated, but we'll see if his turn kicks off. But it looks like I've been eliminated at this point. So. I'm trying to think if there are any buys that are alright for me, if I should just pass and see. I do want to buy something to top deck these things. This is always a risk with these stables decks. Alright, if he gets far enough that he has his smugglers, then it won't matter. So. But since this is my last video in the tournament, I just wanted to say, give a big thanks to Assemble Me, Deadlock, and E for moderating, doing this job just so the rest of us can have fun. I really appreciate them. Thank you, also huge thanks to Dr. Steelhammer for doing all the initial organization of the tournament. And thank you also especially to Steph for supporting the tournament with prizes and with letting us use his forums. But also thanks to all my opponents. You're all great. Easy to schedule with, fun to play. So thank you also always to you guys for watching and listening. So see you later.